Hey guys, in this video I just wanted to cover the current progress of the game between Viswanathan Anand versus the world. And so I've been voting throughout the game. I don't think I've voted every single like every single move. However, most of them I've been just talking through the chat and analyzing. But let's go through the game. So Vishy started with the English, c4, and then we played e5, which is like I think this is the most played. Tick in the center. So this is a reverse Sicilian, and then we just bring our knight out. I believe these are the most common moves, or at least one of the most common moves. So we just all develop our knights, 4 knights variation. And if you ever push, it's gonna be attacked, and white can win the pawn back. So we don't push right away. Go bishop here with the idea of taking and damaging the structure. So Anand just develops their piece, their bishop fianchetto, with the idea of just castling. We castle. I think here we could have taken. That's a move. And I think taking is kind of more if you're just going for a draw, because the English isn't like super good for white. Black can equalize pretty easily in the English if they just know enough ideas behind the opening. And because we didn't take now, Anand can attack our bishop. And now our bishop doesn't look very good. I think here you could play bishop c5. I'm not sure though. But we play e4 here. I'm trying to remember. I think I voted for e4. Or no, actually I don't think I did. So I voted for like most moves, but I didn't vote for e4 just because like Anand will actually move quite a bit, or will move fast quite a bit. Like for the world, we have to actually wait for the 24 hours to run out, and then it'll pick the most voted move. But for Anand, he can obviously just make the move as quick as he wants because it's just him. So Anand played knight h4 with the idea of getting this pawn as takes. So we play d6 with the idea of, if let's say takes. What was the analysis? I know it's like we're going for activity. I think it basically just rook e8. Let's say like here this let's say bishop here. There's already this. The idea of, let's say, black just castles. Probably still getting into trouble, but let's say they play something like I don't know. Let's say they play d3. They can't play d3. Say they play something like a3. There's takes, and takes, right? And say they take that. That's mate. Go back here real quick. Let's see. So yeah, basically the idea is sacrificing the pawn for activity. And since white isn't castled, we'll get an attack on the e2 pawn. But Anand just castles, so then we play rook e8. Anand plays b3 with the idea of going here, and like some databases don't have, I think, b3 as a move, but I think b3 still could be theory. Like here, a lot of players wanted g5, which is actually still theory. But it's really complicated. Just because we're getting our king a lot. And like I think the line was I'm trying to remember. I think it was like d4, right? And if you en passant, right, then the knight can retreat. So if we take, this is a blunder because bishop can go here, and this knight's pinned, and there's no way to defend it with another piece. So we're in a lot of trouble here. Anyway, let's go back. So we don't play g5. We play rook e8. Non plays b3. Going here. And then we play g5 in this position, which a lot of people, like there's been a lot of talk in the chats and stuff about like people using the engine, which I'm sure people are. But and like it sounds like sometimes people even use like engine lines, like, or they even like say they're using the engine, which is, yeah, there's like also like a lot of trolling, or like there was trolling going on, it seemed like, in the chat. But which, I mean, since anybody on chess.com I think can vote, or at least join this game and vote, it's gonna happen. But we can just report them or whatever. So it sounded like this is also theory though, in like some databases. I just use like Lichess's free database, master database, but I don't think it has all the games. So the knight is actually trapped. I don't know what the difference is between like playing d4 now. The difference is that we have the rook on e8. So if here takes, we can't take, so it is kind of interesting. I'm guessing it is another line that Anon could have gone for, but Anon went for this, which I think is still theory also with some in the database. Like the actual master database that has every single game. And our knight's hit, right? So if we take, we're blundering this, and then they're gonna, Non's gonna take the rook. So we have to trade first, like this. And now our knight's hit, but again, this knight's trapped. So we just have to save the knight, right? Unfortunately, if we go to knight b8, white's gonna get an attack like this. Let's say here takes, and there's this line where white has an attack. We can't even defend this pawn on h7. I mean, I haven't analyzed this one too much. Other people did, and they found some really good lines for white. So it's pretty complicated. There's also, I think, they were showing ideas of playing, I think, f3 with takes and getting the rook involved. Also, if we kick, like, say, let's go back actually. So let's say we play something like h6. They could kick out the bishop, and then they can go here, creating a battery. Say they block. They could like go here or something, but yeah, it's like it's really complicated. So what we decided to do was hop in with the knight here. We don't win the piece, unfortunately, or like we're not going to be up a piece anymore because they have f4, and if we take en passant, they can just take back with the knight, and everything's good for white. So what we did is, and there were a lot. I was looking at bishop c5 check, seeing if the king had to go here, and if the king went there, it was really good for us because of the attack on the king. I was thinking. Obviously, you could play h3. Queen comes in, but the main thing about this is that white, after here, white doesn't have to go here, they can play e3, opening up the queen. And even though our knight gets this square now, because the pawn was here, now it's there, we're hitting the bishop and the knight. The thing is, the queen comes in, and if we take the bishop, oh wait, not here. First, you want to make sure that for white, they want to make sure that we don't take this knight because it's actually pretty powerful. So like this line here, hold on. This line, right? I believe black can defend somehow, right? Maybe. Or wait, no. Maybe this is the same. But yeah, the main idea. Thing is, in this position, we could take the knight, right? But for white to be a little more accurate, they can take the pawn, meaning that if we take, they can move the bishop, and now they still have attack. And our position, it's really complicated. This bishop will be really strong. But yeah, again, so they take the pawn. So if we want to win a piece, we have to take the bishop. They go here, and if any way we defend with, like the bishop can take here, and we're in trouble. If queen here, there's this takes, and we're gonna lose the game. If here, bishop takes. If we take, there's check here and here. And like if takes this, we're gonna lose the queen. And then this is threatened, so it's pretty much game over. If here, there's this. So this c5 check is not good at all because of e3. And then we're almost caught up. So instead of playing this check, we just take the knight. And after they take, or after our non-took, we are going to play, or at least the vote right now is d takes e5. People are looking at h takes g3, but people have pointed out through previous analysis and throughout this whole like previous moves, we've always been looking ahead and analyzing further. People pointed out that if takes, let's see what's here. I'm trying to remember. There was a move here. Oh yeah, the person showed e6. Now our bishop's disconnected. And if takes, trying to remember. I think the whole line was about taking this, but maybe takes here first, right? Opening up the king. But like if takes, there's this, right? Let's see here. Queen can go here. This bishop's still active. The rook. It's better to just take back with this pawn, and then this dark square bishop's blocked by the pawn. And then if this bishop takes, I think people have shown that this isn't very good for white, as we can play queen g5, I think, in this position. And we still have our bishop, on being able to develop. We've got this pawn that can take, and that would be undefended if white doesn't defend it, this move. So yeah, that's the game at the moment. We should be able to play d takes e5. I don't think, hopefully not too many people vote for h takes g3. But yeah, that's the game. It's really complicated. I would assume one of us will win this game. And I would think like the world might accidentally blunder just like in one of the moves, because again, anybody can vote. So I'm not expecting a non to vote or not to blunder at all, just because he's got plenty of time to figure everything out. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.